I'm great. Thank you for calling into BJJ Addict Radio. You are our first guest on this mega show.
Awesome. No worries at all. Glad to be on here.
Thank you. I was just wondering if you could give us your name. Obviously, we know you're a brown belt. What school you train at and what affiliate school that is too?
Okay. My name's Kit Dale. I train out of Peter DeBean JiuJitsu in Melbourne, Australia. And I also teach out of another academy under the same affiliation about an hour and a half away from his academy as well, most of the time.
Perfect. Thank you very much. We're going to get right into it because we don't have much time with you. So,
what is your favorite belt and why?
That I've been through myself.
Correct.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. My favorite belt was probably purple because I spent the most time on that. And I competed at some big tournaments as a purple belt, and it was a real eye-opener in terms of how good the quality of jiu-jitsu is internationally and how much it's growing. So I had a lot of fun competing as a purple belt, and I got to travel a fair bit with it too. So that would definitely be my funnest belt.
Nice. You've accomplished a lot already as far as coming up the ranks, and like you said, at purple belt. What are some goals you have at the brown belt level?
My main goals at brown belt is I want to win a world championship as brown belt next year. As well as every other competition I go in. There's a Pan Pacific Jiu-Jitsu Championships next week, or actually this weekend in Australia, that I want to try and win all 4 gold, which is the weight division gi, no gi, and open weight gi and no gi. And I would like to be able to get to the Europeans next year and Pan Ams and hopefully Brasileiro. So I really want to try and push for some big competitions as brown belt.
Nice. Sorry, what do you expect when you do obtain your black belt finally, as far as goals?
As far as what, like my goals?
Yeah, like what are some things that you will not stop competing at until you accomplish at a black belt? Like what's on your bucket list as far as BJJ?
Okay, yeah, as far as BJJ, like the World Championships again. That's my major goal, and I will not stop until I get to that. That's been my goal from the start. Like I have a lot of fun on colours, and I'm really enjoying. The last 4 years of jiu-jitsu has been awesome for me. But realistically, to me, the black belt's the only thing that matters. I would give all my medals away from all my colours for that one black belt world championship for sure. So that's the main goal, and like just to be able to. I don't know, like not just like in competition sense, but to be able to travel and meet all the people that I've met, is fantastic. And I think black belt will open a lot of doors in that sense as well. So yeah, definitely the World Championships the number one though.
Since starting jiu-jitsu, what has BJJ done for you outside of on the mats?
Okay, so well. Definitely give me a lot of confidence in every aspect of life. I find that before I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I used to be very shy and not antisocial, but I was definitely not a confident kid. And since doing Jiu-Jitsu, my confidence has grown so much. I feel so much better in like public situations, say public speaking and all that kind of stuff. So my confidence is like the main thing. And just like I said, the networking of people's been fantastic. I got to meet a lot of people. So jiu-jitsu's done awesome things for my life, and to be able to live the life that I want to live in terms of just training jiu-jitsu and competing jiu-jitsu and teaching has been awesome for me. So it's done a lot of things. It's done awesome things really.
Absolutely. And on your journey, what has been the best advice someone has ever given you?
Best advice someone's given me. That's a tough one. I get a lot of my advice from motivational quotes, really. Yeah, that's a really tough one. Best advice. I would say, Antonio Carlos Jr. was good. He stayed with me a fair bit in Australia, and he's given me some really good advice. And the main thing was just to, not to worry about the outcome of the fight, not to worry about, whether you win or lose, but just to, put it all out there and enjoy competing and stuff. And it helped a lot because before that I was so worried about, losing that was my motivation. But now my motivation is more just to put on a good fight and, enjoy my time competing and stuff. So that definitely helped in terms of competition.
Absolutely.
What have you done for your community to spread the sport of BJJ?
Bringing BJJ to Lilydale was a good thing because Lilydale's the suburb that I teach out of in my area, the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, and there's not a lot of jiu-jitsu in that area. It's very Aussie rules football orientated. So it was good to start getting some of those footballers into do jiu-jitsu and stuff, and they really enjoy it, and they're good athletes and stuff. And because before I started jiu-jitsu, I was playing football fairly professionally, so I had a lot of connections in that area. So it's good to bring some Brazilian jiu-jitsu into that, and a lot of the football clubs now get me to do tackling drills for them and stuff, which is awesome. So bringing it to the eastern suburbs has been good. I think I definitely would like to do a lot more in the future, though.
Absolutely. I was also wondering, your name has popped up a lot lately in regards to perhaps facing Keenan Cornelius. What are your thoughts on this matchup? And does that even sound remotely exciting to you, or?
Yeah, it'd be an awesome opportunity to fight Keenan. I met Keenan in Abu Dhabi, and I speak to him a fair bit on Facebook. He's a champion guy, and man, his jiu-jitsu is unbelievable. I would love the opportunity to compete against him, and I'm not entirely sure on the situation of the whole thing. I believe that so far they've picked a few people from different, one person from every country that are going to compete in no time limit, no points, event or submission only, and the winner gets to face Keenan. Man, I'm just excited to be able to face guys like that. Like I said, Keenan's awesome, and the opportunity to compete against someone like that would be awesome. And I feel that I would be able to put on a good show for him as well.
Nice. I was just wondering, it's unfortunate, but other than yourself, I could barely name any more Australian grapplers. What does it have to take to get this sport in Australia out to the general public? How far off is it from being the way we know North Americans' names?
Okay, I think it's still a couple of years. Jiu-jitsu is very young in Australia compared to America, and it's very not unprofessional, but we're still a lot behind. So it's growing. I think this year at the Pan Pacific Championships, last year we had about 720 people. This year we've got over 1,000 already. So it's grown a lot in the last year. And I think it's going to take some more people that take jiu-jitsu professionally in Australia to start, performing well overseas and stuff to build that name and give a lot of people confidence. A lot of the good things, a lot of the competitions that I've won, I've had a lot of good feedback from other students that have just been excited because it's given them the belief that they can do it as well. Because, like I said, it's hard to compete internationally from Australia because we don't have the depth of what America and Brazil and all that have. So training partners for me lately has been a lot of my belts have been the ones I've been training with and stuff. So it's difficult. You've got to sort of search a lot harder to get training partners. But a lot more people are moving over to Australia, and it definitely is growing a lot. But it's just going to take that a little bit more, a few more Australian competitors to put their, win some big competitions. I think we will in the next couple of years. I think we can really start, pushing that. But it's just going to take a little bit of time, and hopefully a little bit of pushing by the organisers and the people that run the federation in Australia could do a bit more work, I think.
Looking back in your past, in the past, what do you think is your proudest moment?
My proudest moment was probably winning the Abu Dhabi Pro as a purple belt, and that was because I fought some really tough guys in that, and that was my first really big competition. And I think I would have been training 3 years at that time, and to go into a purple belt Abu Dhabi Pro was pretty challenging. I ended up having some really good competitors. I think DJ Jackson was in my second round. He's unbelievable. That was really tough. And then Felipe Pena, which I didn't know about who he was, and I had him third round, and then Miguel Anca in the final. So that was a really tough competition for me in the first at that level. So I was very happy to get those wins. And even after that, the Brasileiro, the under 85 kilo division, I went there and I won that, which I was really happy. So those two are my top two so far. Because that was just for my experience was very little, and to be able to get those wins was monumental for me. So I was very happy with that.
That's awesome. Just so you know, I really I love your YouTube channel. I watch all your videos. I really enjoy the way you move. Who is your favorite grappler, personally?
Personally, I don't have like one complete favorite. I kind of pick certain parts from people's games, but if I was to nail it down to one, I would probably say Antonio Carlos Jr. Cara Zapato is my favorite because, man, he's so good from his passing, from his guard and his submissions, and when he's fighting, he just puts on a show all the time. So I really enjoy that. He's very open. He's not a boring fighter to watch. I like his game, and I've trained a lot with him, and I like to try and emulate him when I'm training. Other than that, Rodolfo Vieira's passing is unbelievable. Palomiel's guard is insane. Rafael Mendes, Leandro Lowe, I love their just parts of their game. I just love. So I always try and combine them into my own little grappler in my mind and try and imagine what I could do if I had that.
That's unbelievable. Well, keep up the great work. We're going to have to let you go now, and we got to keep moving on. But thank you. I'm a huge fan of yours. I wish you the best of luck. And if that BJJ Brown Belt All-Star Super lineup of a tournament happens, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much, man. It was awesome being on here.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Thank you.
We'll do. Take care, man.
All right, take care.